Okay, good news. I'm finally doing makeup routine. I did one a while ago, and it has since changed and improved and evolved, not involved. So we're just gonna do it again. First I use this. This is just primer. So I just put it all over, whatever. Next, I do foundation. Now, right now I'm in my bad skin era, so I've been using like full foundation. But I'll put some other recommendations. I'm sorry, I'm like making a bunch of noise with the cabinets. In case you don't like full coverage. I just don't have any of that other stuff with me to show you, but I'm using this. It's very expensive, but it works so well. It's the only reason I buy it. Like, I don't like buying expensive makeup because I go through it fast. So anyways, I just put this on pretty much like this. And then I'm using the Real Techniques, it's 200 Expert Face Brush. And I just brush it on. Pretty easy. Make sure you get your jawline. Yep, that's pretty much it. I just do that, and then I use a sponge. Actually, I need to get it wet, but the way I have my phone set up, if I turn on the faucet, my phone will fall. So we're just dealing with it. But usually I would get this wet first. And I just, you know, blend it all in. Whatever. I have to sneeze. It's stuck. Ugh, bless me. Then I do concealer. I use this. Well, I've been using this one. But I have a dupe. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily a dupe for this, but like I have one from e.l.f. that I also like to use. That's cheaper. So yeah, I just do that on my under eyes, any acne. And then I use the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, but I use it for the concealer. It's like a fuzz poking out of it, a hair, whatever. Anyways, I just, you know, blend her out like that. Sorry, this is not the best camera setup, but I'm doing the best I can. And then I, again, use the sponge to blend it like that. So now we're done with that. Next, okay, this is the one like really expensive thing that I use that I would definitely recommend. It's the Mercier translucent setting powder. And it's so good. It's like $40, but it will last you forever. And I just take a different sponge, a dry one, and I put some under my eyes. That was a lot, but it's fine. And then I use a fluffy brush. This is the Real Techniques 400 blush brush, but I use it for this. And I just blend that out, and then I don't know. This has like excess powder on it, so I just use it all over my face and jaw and whatever to kind of set. Next, oh, sorry, I lied. I have one more expensive thing that I would definitely recommend. It's this NARS Laguna Matte Bronzer. She's so good. Anyways, I'm using this Morphe E5 fan brush, and I'm using this to contour. So like my cheekbones are here. So I'm doing under my cheekbones. I like to like use kind of the top of my ear as like a point of reference as to where I'm starting. And then I'm drawing it down to like the corner of my mouth, but I'm not going actually that far, if that makes sense. But it's like on that line. I don't know if you can see, so you're probably following. And I like to go really crazy with this because I like to be snatched, and then I blend it out in the end. So you can see I'm just, I know it looks bad right now, but it won't. Just blending kind of as I'm putting it on. The side always looks bad because for whatever reason I can't do it as well. And then I do my forehead, just like on my temples, and then I do my jawline and a little bit on my chin. And then I use this. This is like a really old Ego Tools angled brush, but just like any angled brush or really any brush that you like. I do my nose. Like that. If you like to get really into it, another good brush for this is this Ego Tools sculpting brush. It has like two sides, and this, I use that sometimes, but not every day because I feel like it's more work. Anyways, then I blend it all out. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH01, and I use this to blend everything out. Again, I know it still looks a little crazy, but once everything else is on, it will look better. Also, I did not do the greatest job today, but if you're asking for my makeup routine, then I guess you don't think it looks bad. IRL. Then I do, one second. I do blush next. So I have been using this palette, the Saharan, I don't know, blush volume 2 by Juvia's Place. And I like to mix these two. Sometimes I like to use this one, but I pretty much don't use the other ones. And I'm using the Real Techniques tapered cheek brush. This is $4.49. And I'm just going into those blushes, and then I'm doing the blush pretty much on my cheekbones, blending it into where I put the bronzer. The lighting is literally horrible in here, but just take my word for it. That's what I'm doing. I need a ring light. I need to be full influencer. So I do that, and then I blend it out a little bit. The strategy between when I use this brush versus this brush is this one, I use it when I want the product to stay on more and I just want to blend it. This one is to like blend it out. If that makes sense? So like when I blend my bronzer, I want to like lessen it. But when I blend my blush, I don't. I just want to make it, you know. Anyways, this one's like less fluffy. Like it's less dense. So use a denser brush if you want to like kind of remove product while you're blending, if that makes sense. I don't know, at least that's what I do. I'm not a professional though. Okay, anyways, next is brows. So sometimes I use pencil, sometimes I use powder, sometimes I use both. Right now I'm in my full powder era. But if you like pencil, I use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. It's like 10 bucks. It's just like a stick, like it's like retractable, and it's just like a stick, and it has like brush on the other end. It's $10 though. It's cheap and it works well. But right now I'm using this powder. This is Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. It's like 20 something. It'll last you forever. I recommend this. Don't buy a dupe. Get this one if you want to use this, because I've had this for over 6 months and I still have so much left. So anyways, what I do is I brush my brows down and then I kind of outline the top, like the top where I want them to end, and then fill in. So like you can see I'm outlining and then I'm filling it in. Like so. And then I kind of scrub with the brush to blend it in. So that's like one. It's so easy. It takes very little time. Then I do the other, obviously. This one is not as good on its own, so it takes a little longer. But yeah, I pretty much do just that. And then like I said, I kind of blend it out into the front section, just using the other side, because I don't want it to be too dark in the front. Then I use a little bit of dark on this underneath and draw a line. And I just blend that up with this little brush, comb, whatever, spoolie thing. Like that. Can you see? Like I did a line. And now I'm going to blend it. I'll show you what it looks like once you brush it out. See, like it looks good. And then I take the brush. So usually when I'm doing the top, I have the brush like this, like sideways. And then when I do the front, I turn it like this, tallways. And I just kind of go back and forth in the front, using whatever excess powder is already on the brush to kind of just fill in. And if I do need to get more color, I use the lighter color of here. For reference, I have dark brown, so if you have similar color eyebrows, that's the color I would recommend. And then usually I tap out the inside with my sponge just to make it a little less dramatic, like that. And then I use some gel. You can use whatever. I've been using, I think this is from e.l.f. The like, yeah, e.l.f. Wow Brow. It's like worn off. So I couldn't really see, but I just brush them up. This is like empty, so I don't really think that it's doing anything, but it's a part of the routine, so I do it anyways. Then eyes. I've been using this. Use whatever you want. I also sometimes, especially when I'm traveling, I just use this bronzer in my crease. Recently, I've not been doing anything on my lid. I've only been doing stuff in my crease. So it's very easy. But I use the Morphe M139 brush. I love it. And then I use any, if you have this palette, I'll tell you what I use. I use any combination of burnt orange, sienna, and then rustic. And then if I want to get a little darker, I use a little bit of this. But usually on an everyday basis, I wouldn't do that. If you're looking for an eyeshadow palette, oh, and then I literally just put it in my crease, and I'm pretty sure that you all know what a crease is. If not, it's the crease of your eyelid. Pretty self-explanatory. Sorry, that was kind of mean if you didn't know what that was, but that's what it is. If you're looking for an eyeshadow palette, I highly recommend this one. I've had it for years. As you can see, like it's starting to run out, but I still have a ton left. And it's really good. And even years later, like it's probably technically expired, but it's not. It works great. So yeah, I just pretty much do that, and I build in darkness. And it's just, yeah. And then sometimes it's like a little dark for me today, so then I'm just using this brush to kind of blend her out. Anyways, eyeliner. I'm a big eyeliner girly. I use the Maybelline Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner. Looks like this, $9. This is brown. I've been in my brown era. Usually I do black, but today we're doing brown. So the way that I do this, let me get closer. I pretty much just, I gotta look in the mirror while I do it, not in the camera. I draw a line, like, can you see? Yeah. Good thing the video just ended because it said I was out of storage. Anyways, we're gonna go fast. So I do a line like this for my outer corner. This is the wing. Then I just swoosh in like that. And then I draw, you know, the little line on the rest of my eye. I'll show you this eye. Okay, well, it's like not working. Okay, I cut off the video because I didn't want it to yell at me for my storage again. But that's pretty much the best tutorial I can give you. If you want a better tutorial, let me know and I'll film it in better lighting. Anyways, we're moving on. We're running, you know, out of storage as we speak. Mascara, this is $5. Don't buy anything else. Essence Let's try again. Essence Lash Princess. It looks like this. I use the Curl and Volume one. It's the hot pink. I don't like any of the other ones. Well, that's not true, but I like this one the best. This one has like this shaped wand, if you like that. Anyways, curling my lashes. This is the e.l.f. like Pro Lash Curler. It was like $8. She works great. Highly recommend. I just squeeze them a few times. Yay. And then I do my mascara. I think that everybody knows how to do mascara, so I don't really feel like I need to do any tutorial in this regard. Okay, anyways, highlighter. Apparently I forgot to show what color or what highlighter I use, but it's from this palette, and I use the color Powdered Sugar, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there you go. I use the Real Techniques 402 setting brush. They assign weirdest roles to these brushes, but I just use them for what I want. I put it on my cheekbones, like that. And then I use my finger to put it on my nose, tip of my nose, and then I tap it onto my bridge because I don't want too much up there. Then I use my pinky for my inner corners, and then my Cupid's bow, like that. Lips, I really like these Milani cream lipsticks, I think they are. I don't know, this one's 51, Blushing Beauty. They're cheap, they work well. And then usually I use the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. But that's in my room right now and I don't feel like going and getting it. So we're using this. Oops. And that's the look. And then I set it. I've been using this e.l.f. Stay All Day Blue Light Micro Setting Mist. I don't really know how well it works. I'm sure there are better options, but it does the job for me. I spray a lot because I feel like it. And that's the whole thing. This is what I look like in my terrible bathroom lighting. But I hope you like it. And if you have any questions, let me know. And if you want any product recommendations, let me know. I know I said that I would give you foundation recommendations. I guess I'll throw in some screenshots at the end of my product recommendations. So, here we go. Here's the look. That's all. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm too lazy to put screenshots in at the end, but I will put links to, what was I gonna put? Oh, links to everything that I used, first of all, and then also like other stuff that I like, some cheaper options. I talked about different foundation. I think I talked about a different concealer. I don't know. I'll just throw a bunch of links in the description box. YouTuber check. Just kidding. I will never read that. Maybe. Okay, but I'm gonna stop talking now. I hope you liked it. I hated watching it and editing it, but I do it for my fans. Mwah. Love you all. Bye.